Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 50th episode of the Sports Factory podcast. And before I start, I want to have a special shout out to all the supporters, all the people who become on stream with me, who have conversations, all the people we gave advice to in fantasy, and shout out to Jungle Jams who be in these streams for 3 hours long watching the game with us. Shout out to him for sure.
Shout out to homie Jungle Jams.
Big shout out. And also shout out to Jake. He's the guy who's here. You know, this is a guy who doesn't have a he's not a fan of a team, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he doesn't have, but he used to be a Patriots fan, so he's seen Plot before, so he definitely know. And Jerry, I know you hate you some Patriots, but I know you hate him some Tom Brady. So definitely, hey, welcome onto the conversation, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I got to start off. You know, week 2 is very interesting, bro. But I got to start off with you, boy. Mm-hmm. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing unless I start off with Jared, boy. Jared, me, Mauricio, and Maurice, we watched the Denver Broncos, the end of that game. And, you know, we saw the 21-3 score, and we was, like, very excited for you. You're about to beat the Commanders. Congratulations. A good win to get your confidence up. And then they came back. I blinked, and it was 35-24. I said, wait a minute. What's going on? Now, they came back because the Jets Cowboys game was an absolute snore blowout. So they went to the Broncos game. Russell Wilson throws the ball. I'm saying Hail Mary. If they Tupac, I'm thinking Tupac. I'm thinking Hail Mary, right? You say a prayer, you throw it deep. It's a tip drill. It gets caught for a touchdown. I lose my mind. I said, "Oh, but you down 8. You weren't down 7, right?" That 2-point conversion, boy. I was like, please, if you can't, you might as well just been incomplete if you're gonna lose this game, right? Boy, they hold you crazy. Boy, the referees hold you crazy. Jared, that loss was so bad. And not only was that loss so bad, the loss before that was so bad that I feel like you joining us in plot hell. Like you were like one of the good guys, right? You were on the you good side of plot, right? But these last 2 years, I feel like you joining the Texans and the Cowboys, the Jets. You coming to our side of the plot spectrum. Jared, how you feeling, man? 0-2. How you feeling as a Denver Bronco fan? How you feeling?
I'm not feeling good. There was one thing we weren't even really thinking about, and that was our defense being bad. But yeah, they can't get stops when they need to get stops. Russ isn't perfect, but he's definitely better. Offense is better. I would say Sean Payton's. I think last time I said he was a 7 out of 10 coach. He's definitely dropped.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, what did he do wrong? What did he do in that game that was bad? I ain't watch all of it. What did he do?
There's personnel decisions that he made, players he's not playing, that have shown to be better than other players. Clock management. I think he blamed Russell, so it might be Russell. But he's saying plays are coming out slow. He's saying Russell needs to be faster about plays.
Okay.
So, I mean,
do you like him? Do you like Sean Payton?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we needed him to control Russ and how he views himself. Like, he's not a celebrity anymore. Like, he's just Russ. But there were a lot of Saints fans the last few days, like, commenting on all the Broncos stuff and saying that's the Sean Payton effect. Sean Payton doesn't get those calls in the end zone like that. Like, refs are going to let that go. Yeah.
He don't. That pass interference in that NFC Championship game, boy, that's an all-time stinker, boy. That's tough.
Yeah.
He got no
funny, by the way.
That was John.
Even though that should have never happened, it really was his fault for running a screenplay instead of running the ball, keep the clock moving.
We need a Saints fan in here.
Of course, they're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know any Saints fans.
He's a superstar to everybody.
Hey, what do y'all think about
now?
What do y'all think about? Yeah, what do y'all think about?
Is he at a 6 out of 10 now? Could use a 7 out of 10.
I put him at a 6.
Dang, 60%.
One notch down.
That's a D for a first round pick. That's a D. Depending what school district you are, that's a D or an F. That's freaking tough. So Jared, with that, who do you play next week?
Dolphins.
Is that
In
are you
Miami.
are you 0-3?
Ugh.
Be a big bounce back.
I mean,
game.
it's looking
Wait,
like
is
that.
it at home? Or is it at
No, it's
Miami?
in Miami.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey man, that
Tough.
NFC East kind of nice, huh?
No, look, hey, I was about to cook John with that NFC East thing because that with the Giants and the Commanders, how they were looking in that first half, but and they had the little comeback kid. But Jared, why are you on the opposite side of one of those things? I understand the Cardinals being on the opposite side of that, right? But y'all, look, you start if y'all 0-3, do you forfeit the season? Tell me, because it's only two teams I recall probably in history have ever started 0-3 and made the playoffs. So, do you forfeit?
I don't think we will.
There's no way. How?
Kind of dumb that way. We'll go like 0-3 and then win 4 in a row. Something stupid. Even though it won't matter. We'll just start winning random games.
So let me ask you, Jared. Tell me, okay, so you have Sean Payton, you have Russell Wilson. What was the compensation for these two people?
Too much.
Simple enough. Well, how many picks are involved in this trade? In these trades,
Total was it 3 first rounds?
3 first-round picks.
2 seconds, and a bunch of money.
Damn.
So,
Seconds too.
So I'm gonna ask. So I'll tell you this: what would y'all, and anyone can answer this too. Anybody, everybody. What is the grade for this? Russell Wilson, Sean Payton, 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. What grade would you give that?
F.
Yeah. As of right now, it's hard to give anything higher than at the most a D. And
I'm gonna say a D, because at least you're not the Jets at the end of the day.
Is this
I
worse?
like the Rush trade. I really don't know why they gave up that for Sean Payton.
Because he suck. I know.
It's not that he suck. It's just that I don't know. You got Drew Brees, Hall of Fame QB. You get 1 Super Bowl out of that. He has 1 Super Bowl appearance. So I'd rather not spend that. I'd rather go get a unproven coach or something and let him have a shot at it, like a Sean McVay or something. I know
They should have got Shane Steichen.
could even got Kellen Moore or something. The offense would have been fire.
I don't know.
Upgraded the defensive coordinator because something is wrong now. Like the Broncos shouldn't be.
Well, didn't they get an
getting
unproven coach
scored on
last year?
like this. Like they should be stopping teams.
It's Vance
what's
Joseph.
going on? Like,
Yeah, y'all hate Vance Joseph.
is he new?
Yeah. New what?
Like
he
who
was
was the
head coach, right?
defensive coordinator last year?
Oh, Evero. Is
Yeah,
your
I don't
Evero?
know
Is
who
the
this
defense
is.
regressing?
Oh yeah.
Like I don't understand that. Like that shouldn't happen. The offense
No,
got
it shouldn't
better
happen.
though. So
Offense
I
got
just,
better. Vance Joseph hasn't really been successful anywhere. I don't know why Sean Payton needed him to come back. I was optimistic, but I didn't like Vance Joseph when he was here in Denver.
I think y'all took him from us. I think he was our DB. If you correct me, I'm mistaken. I think he was our DB coach, and he took him. I think with the Gary Kubiak stuff, I think you took. I feel like I may be wrong, completely wrong. I may be completely wrong, but I feel like you took him, and I'm not tripping because obviously I didn't. He obviously ain't that guy as we can see. But I asked you, Jared. I asked you, can you beat Patrick Mahomes? Now maybe you can because Eric Bieniemy went to Sam Howell and Sam Howell cooking. So I don't know. And the Chiefs offense kind of suck right now. So I don't know. But hey, how are you feeling about that matchup against Kansas City? Do you think you can still beat Patrick Mahomes with the plot that you have right now?
I still think we can. Obviously, I mean, they're not going to be easy games. I think Sean Payton's being outcoached by Eric Bieniemy. I think he'll be outcoached by Andy Reid.
Tough.
But yeah, if our defense doesn't get any turnovers or anything like that, then no, I don't think we'll win. But our offense is enough to beat whatever Chiefs team is.
And they're all healthy, right? Your defense, everybody healthy. PS2, he healthy. Everybody's
good. One of our corners is down. But for the most part, our star players are healthy.
Well, I mean, next week you face the Dolphins. That's hell. Chicago, hey, Justin Fields, man, tough. That man sucked. And
that's
the Jets,
that's a must win. The next two after that's must wins.
The Jets, Zach Wilson. At this point, Zach Wilson should be benched. Hopefully, someone else plays. So you can win those.
We'll keep going. I'll tell you later.
You can win. I'm curious what you're about to say. You should hold on to your thought. Those 2 games sound stupid. 2 and 3, right? Then you facing at Kansas City, and then there's like, you better buck up, buddy. At Kansas City, you face Kansas City twice in them 3 weeks. So if you ever around lose twice to Kansas City, hey.
But I think at least with the Broncos, like at least y'all are like a good team on paper. So a lot of these matchups, it can be a toss up. It's not like y'all just a bad team, overall. Kind of like offensively with the Jets, like going into those games with Zach Wilson, you're probably gonna lose. But with the Broncos, like you have Russell. Supposedly it was a good defense. I don't know what's going on, but at least when you go into these games, it's like when you go into the game against the Dolphins, you have Patrick Surtain on Tyreek Hill and then Jalen Waddle. Hopefully he's peace, but whatever. Like you have the players to stop like good teams. So I just want to see you guys like win some more games. I know you want to see that too, but at least you can be optimistic going into these games. Like, okay, we have a shot. Like y'all get one turnover or the other team is just playing still or something. It's not like Maurice. I know you're kind of depressed going in there with Zach Wilson. It's like, okay, we're gonna lose. No, you got Russ. You got Sean Payton. So you should be able to go in these games and be like, okay, we have a shot. Now, of course, like the Chiefs, you probably can't really go into that thinking that. But the Chiefs, they're looking kind of stale too. So
because they ain't got the enemy, boy. He that man in Washington.
And then you got the Raiders in your division.
His division sucked.
And you got the Chargers. So, and then you got an extra team added to the playoffs. So y'all, like, honestly, y'all still have a good shot of making the playoffs.
Jared, you want to be honest with you? I'm able to watch.
East, bro,
I can see scripts play out very easily, bro. And when I see a script like yours, like your script is, you're us now. You're one of us. You see what I'm saying?
Welcome to the club.
There was one point y'all had the highest or second highest win percentage in like sports history, something like that for a team, right? Mm-hmm. That's gone. Like after a while, we look at like Peyton Manning left, and we're like, we'll get back there. John Elway gonna get a quarterback for us. We'll get back there. I mean, at 2015, I was in high school, but I've been out of college for like 3 years at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like we hitting 10 years now. We almost at 10 years, boy. We getting close. And if we hitting that, if we get into that 10-year mark, boy, and your plot looking like I was looking with the Paxton Lynches and the Drew Locks and this Russell Wilson trade, and now you got the Sean Payton trade. You see how your plot looking? You a part of us now. Look, someone had to take your place. The Chiefs were in that bad plot club. They said, we gonna buy a way out of this club. They trade up, bought their way out of the club, trade up with Chicago or whoever, not with Chicago, but Chicago should have drafted Mahomes, but traded up, forgot what team they traded up with, got Patrick Mahomes, and left they plot, right? Someone had to trade. Jared, you're part of us now. So here's your access card. You can get to the club. you can use it freely. Thanks. As you please.
It's fun, bro.
We have tissue boxes because definitely gonna need some tissue boxes. We have lounge chairs to where you can sit back and relax after a bad loss. We have these flat screen TVs so you can really see your team choke in HD definition. You feel me?
Damn.
We have everything for you to prepare you to be a part of this club. You dig me? So, Jared, I'm not gonna lie. Don't expect success anymore. I know John gave you a lot of like hope there because you are a good team on paper. That is true. But that only sucks you into doom. Trust me, as a Rocket fan, Texan fan, all these fans, I know that suck you into doom. And that's what's happening to you. Because Maurice, as a Zach Wilson fan, he can go into games now. After he had the Aaron Rodgers debacle, he can go into games and be like, okay, I'm going to lose. I suck, right? This guy is going to go 3 interceptions. This is going to happen.
At least they pretty, though. They pretty interceptions, so.
They are pretty, though. He threw it right to that man.
Beautiful interception.
Right to the wrong man the best way possible. But look, hey, Jared, you a part of us now. So maybe you make the
let's hold off on the application into next week. Let's see what they do against the Dolphins. Like you're not there yet. Like you almost there, but let's see what they do against the Dolphins. Like, are they gonna get blown out, or is it gonna be another close game and they lose? I want to see. I mean, they can beat the Dolphins. If you come in with the right game plan, like they definitely can beat the Dolphins.
I mean, you can sign right now if you want. Like literally, if you sign this You get the access card. You got 24/7 access. You hear me?
Nah, bro, they won you a Super Bowl. You still owe them loyalty. Like you can't give up on them yet. You still a part of that club.
That's a different lifetime, boy. You are in a
It's not
you
gonna move.
are ready. Look, because the Cowboys at one point in the 90s, right? Obviously they didn't. They had a wonderful. They were in the super plot era. It was all good time, right? Both of y'all, Mauricio, John, if y'all dads love the Cowboys, they were having a great time, right? Obviously, after 10 years, right, of just absolute ineptitude, someone had to sign. Somebody signed because y'all are part of us now, right? All of Houston sports, we've been here. I got my tissue boxes in the back. It's unlimited supply. Jared, you got the Nuggets. Remember that. They are in good town. But the Broncos, boy, you in the division with the main character. You trading all these picks, and then this is what happened to you, bro. Like, you losing the same way that you did last week, and then this week you get a Hail Mary, and then mess up the 2-point conversion because they ain't call holding. I mean, come on, man. You got that Sean Payton plot. That plot terrible, boy. You think Sean Payton plot is good? So, Jared, okay. You tell me, Jared. Which one? You taking the red pill? You taking the blue pill? Are you gonna be like, you gonna go with John and say, hey, let's keep hope? Because trust me, if you lose, when you have hope, if you lose, it hurt like an MF for real. Or
I can attest to that.
But, or you can sign, and then you ain't got to worry about that. You know you're going to lose.
You still owe them loyalty, bro. They gave you a Super Bowl that you can remember. Now, when you have a child and that child can't remember that Super Bowl, that's when you can sign. But as of now, you have a Super Bowl that you can remember. At least you had one in high school. So come on, bro. Like it's too early to give up on them. You still owe them loyalty.
So hey, it's your decision, Jared. It's been almost 10 years and y'all ain't make the playoffs yet. You have a losing streak against Mahomes. That's
come over here, be free, bro.
Or something like that. Boy,
I think it's 7-0 against the Raiders too. 7-game losing streak against the Raiders.
You 0-7 against the Raiders, and they plot suck too. They plot awful, and you can't be no team with bad plot. And of course, you 0-17 against Patrick Mahomes. Jared, what make you not the Jets? Like, look, Jake, his favorite team is to be the Patriots. That man Maurice ran into the Patriots and just went to die. That was his. So why would he have any? Why would he have any hope? You are now the Jets. So like, why are you trying to do this, bro?
That's too early to put him in that category, bro. You still have Russell Wilson. Like, come on, bro. Like
that man
way too early to put him.
Nah,
in.
dog.
You know, I guarantee the Broncos to beat the Raiders this year. I'm not gonna say both games, but
they messed up for the first time. They messed up the first time. One more chance. Was that Jared? Did you lose in Denver? Or did you lose in Las Vegas?
I was in Denver.
Tough. Hey, sign this. Come on.
Be free, bro. It's bliss
Jared,
over here.
I always have hope. Like I don't think that's ever gonna go away. My hope is always gonna be there.
So you're not signing?
Nah.
Crazy.
What's wrong? Why? What would you have hope in? What hope are you seeing on the
Jesse,
field?
Put it like this: you had to have a traumatic experience to sign that paper. Like you needed the Chiefs. It's ironic that was the Chiefs that signed you.
They hold a lot of us in AFC. Yeah.
What did they call him in Spider-Man? I forgot the name. A canon moment. He doesn't have a
canon
event.
Moment
yet. He haven't had one yet. Like you had one. You know, you were up however many points, and y'all ended up losing that game, and then y'all got rid of. And at that point, you still didn't sign a paper. You didn't sign a paper until
they traded Hopkins. I signed that. I signed that.
That's when you signed.
I did that. I did that.
You say a lot of times. It's way too late to sign.
But look, Jared. When I signed that paper, not only did they give me the access card, they gave me like a gift box, right? They gave me a gift box of things to make sure, like, this is like stress relief. I had aromatherapy. I was able to have a stress ball. They gave me everything I needed to prepare me for my life. Jared, why don't you want to have? What make you think you're gonna do anything, Jared? I'm not gonna lie. I see the script, Jared. You don't see the script? You can't see that script, Jared? Jared, what does the script tell you right now? What, they had the NFL commercials, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody doing their script. Like, be realistic. And this is how realistic I'm be. If you are wrong, you die, right? Or if you're wrong, if you're close or you're right, you survive. What is your script? What do you think happens for the Broncos? Do you think a playoff berth, Super Bowl push, or a terrible loss that gets you eliminated? A terrible, terrible season.
I think we'll go like 7-10, 8-9.
So what is your expectation? What's the Broncos' expectation? Do they want to go 7-10, 8-9? Are they trying to? Go ahead.
The expectation was the last wild card spot. going like 9-8, maybe 10 wins. But
Does that sound like the last wild card spot, Jared?
no,
So why you ain't signing us?
Wait, what team's gonna be in the playoffs? I mean, what team? So we know the Chiefs probably be. Well, they probably won't, the Dolphins probably be the 1 seed. Chiefs probably 2 seed. Like,
It'll be 2 teams in AFC East.
oh, and then you got
Bills,
It'll be
the Bills,
I forgot about
Dolphins,
the Bills.
Chiefs,
And then you got the Ravens, the
The
4th
Ravens.
seed.
Ravens,
Ravens.
Bengals. So it'll be
And
I think
then-
2 teams in the
the
North,
Bengals-
2 in the East.
No, you're right. The Bengals making the playoffs.
and maybe the Chargers.
No, you
The Chargers ain't got
you
no
can
playoffs.
beat the Chargers out.
No, they signed that. They did sign that. They
Oh, they already
definitely-
signed?
The Chargers already got that signed
When
and
they
already
come
got
out-
it.
Nah, let me be quiet. I'm not gonna write them off just yet, but it is funny to see them fail.
No,
So,
they
I mean, really, you know,
I am
what other
laughing at
teams,
that.
You know, I don't see any other like for sure teams making the playoffs. So you still got a shot.
Bro.
You only
Look,
name,
Oh,
what,
not
you
a,
name
not
5
a,
teams?
yeah.
okay, look. Jared, you have a shot,
Yeah.
right? You believe you have a shot.
There's only
Now,
one
think-
spot open that you can make.
Now, really think
No, I
about
thought
it.
7 teams make it.
Yeah, 17's big.
So that's
Really
2
think about it,
spots.
Jared. Like, do you think you're gonna be in that spot? Do you really think? Like, put your money on the line, your life on the line. Do you
No,
really
bro.
think that you're gonna be there?
Look at the QBs.
I think there's still a chance.
I think you.
I mean,
you
we got a
QBs
chance for
better than
everything.
most
I got a
of them.
chance to win the
Yeah.
lottery, boy. You hear me? I got the chance to win the lottery. So
And people
You tell
actually
me.
win the lottery though.
they do. And so,
So
hey, think,
somebody else can
hey-
say that, and then after they won, so everybody has a chance. It's not his
But Jared, do you
chances of
think it's your
making
chance?
the playoffs is way higher than your chance of winning the lottery.
well, yeah. Well, yeah.
What are you talking? That's not even a fair
yeah.
comparison.
I thought I was like,
So
okay,
the
well, I
Mega
got it.
Millions. I mean,
Yeah,
if I
for
go
sure.
play the lottery at the store, I can win $5. So yeah, you're right. You're right. His chances of winning is the same as yours.
I mean, that's not good. That's not good. But Jared,
You win the lottery.
okay, so Jared, this is the last call. I'm gonna give you a last call. Like I said, I can hook up with my guy. He can give you a discount on this deal too. Like I said, you got gift boxes. We got everything you need.
Damn,
Jared,
really?
if you don't come into this club, right, you just gonna be like with no tissue paper watching your team fail. And boy, the tears, you using your hands to wipe your tears, it gets messy. Feel me? You need some good cloth, some good tissue papers, right? We have a
Kleenex,
lifetime
dog.
supply in the back. We need the Kleenexes and all that, right?
2-ply.
So Jared, this is your last chance for this deal. This is a limited deal. I'm using call to actions right here, some sales tactics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this pen. Here you go. You go ahead.
Before you
Do you-
sign,
Do you want to say?
still
Oh,
got the Jags. That's who else? You got the Colts. I mean, the Browns. Come on,
Nah, they play.
what
I don't know.
other teams,
The Dolphins, Bills gonna make it. The
Yeah.
Chiefs gonna make it clearly. The
That's
Ravens, Bengals gonna make it. That's already
that's
5.
5. And then you have one in the AFC South,
The
6,
one in AFC, so you only have one spot. So you only have to beat out either the Browns, Steelers,
or the Chargers,
the Chargers,
The Chargers.
maybe the Patriots, depending. I don't know. And
or the
for
Patriots, or the Raiders, who you were 0-7
or the
against.
Raiders,
So you have no freaking
or
win.
the Titans as well. I don't know.
Or the Titans. So
Wait, who
That's
making
not-
it in the South?
I mean, it could be
AFC South.
the Jaguars, the
Oh
Titans.
yeah, the
I see.
Jags. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So Jared, you can do that. Are you taking a
I mean,
sign?
I think a lot of those teams are beatable.
They are beatable, but
For
have you
sure.
beat them? Did you beat them last year? Have you beat them? Like, you feel
You
me?
beat
Can
the
you
Jags
beat,
last year.
you beat the Jags last year?
Mm-hmm.
Was this the early Jags or late Jags?
I think mid-season Jags.
Oh shit!
Let's see the Jags. We all know, but late Jags, the Jags that
It was-
really are
it
the
was
Jags.
the high knees game in London.
Oh yeah.
Some London games now. You got to beat the November, December
But you-
Jags for me to be like.
Yeah, but he had the early Broncos.
The early Broncos, late Broncos still suck. The late Broncos
No, the
got
late
worse.
Broncos,
Like, they blew out the Rams, blew them out, but like what they had, what, 50 on them. Baker Mayfield had 50 on them boys or something like that. Patrick Starr was making fun of them, talking about you did cool.
the late Broncos intercept. Oh, I remember he did
forgot
say
about
intercept. That was pretty funny. But look, man, like the Cowboys say each year,
Boy, if Patrick Starr roasting you, bro, I think you need to get this.
it's our year.
I ain't never expect Patrick Starr to roast no football team, but if he roasting you, boy, I think you need to sign this contract. But you ready to sign this contract, Jared? Last chance. You signing it or not?
No, I'm good.
Dang,
No, maybe
boy.
maybe if you knew
That's
what it
gonna
feels
pay
like to win,
dividends.
I think I think you'd understand a little more.
They say it's
Oh.
If you ever saw your team win,
No, hey, look, I never seen my team win, Jared, and you are right. But boy, hey, last 10 years, well, I don't know if you'll ever see him win either. So after that, I don't know if you may be a little wild, but it's fine, Jared. I'll revisit this. I'll revisit in 4 weeks, right? We'll come back 4 weeks after the Chiefs.
After the first Chiefs game, we'll see.
Maybe 4 years.
The first Chiefs game.
Bro, if the Cowboys got one Super Bowl win, you know how long we hanging on to that? Like that's at least
they're still hanging on to it.
Yeah, that's a lifetime for me.
Another 30 years for us. So
30 years.
Winning one and
Super Bowl is worth like 20 years at least.
Hell no.
I'll sign it before 20 years. I'm not that.
Yeah, there you go.
Jared, we'll revisit this. I'm just saying, like, here's a problem. Last thing, you were in the division with the main character. It's not like you leaving this. It's not like the main character. It's not like Tom Brady, like 39. Like Patrick Mahomes is what? Like, is Patrick Mahomes like your age or like a year older than you or something? This man will be in the league. He's probably like 27,
like 26,
28. So this man gonna be a quarterback in your division for 12 years. You think you about to have plot over that? You know how much plot this man got? People thinking he already the best quarterback ever. You in that division, you face him twice, and you think that you ain't about to go another 10 years looking like this?
You better hope Eric Bieniemy is the reason.
Jared, like that's what I'm saying. Get your papers in now. Don't wait. Like for instance, if you were a Jets fan, the Jets, let's say early 2000s, Tom Brady won one time. It's like, it's fine. We're still pretty good. The Jets are a pretty good team, and you ain't signed them papers. The Jets will go. Even when Tom Brady got hurt, they didn't have no plot. They go another freaking 20 years, didn't see nothing. No wins, no success, just failures. Jared, what make you different, bro? What make you different?
He the Broncos.
He facing the main character.
Make him different.
No, if you face the main character, if you in the AFC South, I say do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. In the AFC West, when the main character, you can't even beat the freaking side character Las Vegas Raiders. That's tough. Hey.
I think it's just how close the games have been,
and that's what makes plot the worst.
Frustrating. Yeah,
that's what makes
including these 2 games and last season, we've lost. I think it was like 14 one-score games.
You not think that's
like the Vikings, right? You like the Vikings, but like opposite. Like
but look, the Vikings,
yeah.
And the funny thing about the Vikings, they had 11-0 record. Always win these one-score games. They go in the playoffs, lose immediately. I'm telling you, look, they signed it. They signed it, and it's stamped too. They stamped that. That's like a note. You put the notary stamp on that thing. They are in the club. The Vikings are in the club with us. I just hanging out with a Vikings fan the other day in the club. He was, they 0-2, so they wiping their tears too. Jared, we'll come back to you, man. We'll come back to you, and hopefully you sign this. Maurice, you definitely, you definitely signed.
I'm in there, bro. Lifetime deal, bro.
Lifetime supply. But,
you know what I'm saying? The taxpayers paying for me, bro.
Signed him before the season started,
bro. They paying for me already, dog.
I'm chilling back,
just eating my popcorn. His contract in the preseason when he talking about we're only gonna win one time.
That's it.
That man knew though. That's why, because he in the club with us, right? So when you in the club, you just Jared. One thing, when you're in this club, you're just fully negative. Like we're negative people, right? And Maurice, he definitely negative in the preseason. He was like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna win one game." And all the Jets fans were pissed at him. Said, "Bro, what is wrong with you, bro? You don't even know football."
I only wanted to win one game. That's all. That's the only thing. That's why. I'll be happy if we just win one game. And it was a spectacular game.
And it was a spectacular win. It was a great win.
Can I be mad about that? I had a great week 1 win. Yes, I can actually. I can't be mad.
Yeah, you lost a lot to get that win.
No, most definitely. Exactly. I can't be mad.
What is that Thanos meme? What did it cost?
What did it cost, bro?
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
But look at it though. And look at this. Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, but he was in the club. He was in the safety of the club. If he was outside the club, he would be depressed. He'd be listening to some XXX music. He
looks pretty depressed.
No.
He's pretty sad.
He's accepted his failure.
Always.
Right? Maurice is accepted. He got Zach Wilson now. When Zach Wilson, we were watching the game, Zach Wilson threw an interception. He was like, "Boy, that interception was pretty." Feel me? That's a pretty interception.
I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "That's beautiful, man." I can't believe somebody could do like that.
He got that touchdown.
What touchdown?
I don't know if he.
I don't think I was here for a touchdown. Yeah, I don't think I didn't see the Garrett Wilson touchdown.
Because he know what to not watch.
It's because I started watching. That's why. No, it's probably because I started watching.
And he threw 3 of them boys. He threw 3 interceptions, clean ones too, clean ones. And when Sauce Gardner, he dropped that pick 6. It was like a clear pick 6 he should have had right in his hands. He dropped it. I was like, yeah. Now they're gonna get a first down. Now they're gonna get a touchdown this drive because
and then we had a rush from the passer too. I remember we had a couple shits that really fucked us up.
Yeah, the rest was looking out for us.
You still believe in Zach Wilson?
Yes.
Okay.
Why
I
would
don't know.
stop?
I don't know why.
After
I don't know.
one,
I
after
think you should.
Look,
going
look,
against the best, statistically the best defense in the league. Like, come on, bro.
Let me show what the
give them
Jets.
like 2 weeks. I'm not gonna say the Patriots because we know what the Patriots do. Who y'all play after that?
Doomsday.
Eagles, maybe?
Damn, so come on.
Maybe the Eagles, maybe the Eagles.
Even Aaron Rodgers would have been struggling with these teams.
The Jets, Jets are not panicking with Zach Wilson. New York believes Zach Wilson played better than the stats show, and Cowboys lost.
You dig me?
Where?
Bish where?
Oh, they got the Chiefs.
Where?
And then they got the Broncos.
And then they got the Eagles. Dang, boy. That means that was about
set some interception record.
Where? He's already leading the league in interceptions. Only 2 games. He got 4 of them shits.
I thought, how many Josh Allen only got 3 because he played well against the Raiders.
He threw 3 in 1 game. Oh yeah.
Josh Allen?
You know what? If we're gonna set records, it might as well be Zach Wilson. Let him.
Oh, you think he can't set on interception record? That's in the 40s.
Why?
If that's in the 40s, there's no way they would let him get to 40.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no way they would let him do that to himself.
Damn, you're right. I mean, his confidence already killed anyway.
The Cowboys,
No, we judge him from everything he's done.
Yeah, I'm judging him from last year and this year. Like, you make it seem like I understand the Cowboys are great, but it's still more of like decision making that I need to see. Like, there's still decision making. Like, you can throw the ball. You don't have to throw shit into double coverage. You don't have to throw the ball. Obviously, great defense is going to be hard. It's going to be hard to throw into the windows. But still, you can still be smart and throw the ball away. Live to play another down.
Yeah, but it wasn't even in coverage that was killing him. It was the D line. It's like he didn't even have time to look around. Like
again, okay. Let's say he run.
What the 49ers D line did to Aaron Rodgers a couple years ago.
What about when you run out the pocket, right? Say you run out the pocket. Do I have to throw the ball? Is it like a choice? Do I have to throw the ball? You make it sound like he has to throw the ball.
Yeah,
he can either run or throw the
bad plays. The same stuff we tell Josh Allen, like, you out of the pocket, just run for the first down. Did you have to throw it into double coverage?
I don't.
But he's more talented though.
He's significantly more talented.
I mean,
that does help.
He had more time too, and he got Stephon Diggs.
I mean, hey, Zach Wilson got decent. Zach Wilson got some weapons too, but Zach Wilson ain't got no talent. He got talent. Let me stop. He just ain't got no line. He ain't got good processing.
He doesn't have offensive line, but I think it's a lot more than just offensive line. I think there is something mentally. It's just not.
They didn't have a run game either.
No, we stopped the run game. We stopped it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's going. You know what? I'm not even going to defend them, but that's going into coaching.
Wait, John. What is?
You gotta.
What is Zach Wilson?
Really? You said what?
He believe in. He believe in some.
What great Zach Wilson's career, from what you know. Obviously, you haven't seen everything.
It's been pretty bad, but what I'm saying is, like,
would you rather have Zach Wilson or Trey Lance?
With young QBs, like, you need more grace period. Say that again.
Would you rather Zach Wilson or Trey Lance?
Yeah, I'll probably take Trey, but I haven't seen enough out of him though. I think he has more potential. I'm not saying Zach Wilson is a good QB. What I'm saying is you got to give these guys more grace. Like, so what if you want the Broncos off after 2 weeks?
Oh no, he need no.
Like, come on,
I got another pen just in case.
To me, I don't want to prematurely write people off.
I feel it.
And people saying the same thing about the Panthers QB.
I feel it.
Oh no, we gonna talk about we can talk about that. I got you. We gonna talk about that. We will talk about that. We gotta talk about Bryce Young, boy. Them Panthers fans are bullying him, but we gonna talk about that. But look, Maurice, Zach Wilson. Actually, John, it's actually more for John. John, if Zach Wilson went to San Francisco, right? Say he's starting quarterback San Francisco, and their whole system, the whole offense, and everything, obviously, is a better situation. How good do you think Zach Wilson could be?
I think he'll be a little under. Not Brock, the other one. I forgot his name.
Sam Darnold?
Garoppolo?
No, yeah, Garoppolo. I think he'll be a little under him. I mean, but I think he'll play a lot better. I mean, they got a better run game, better offensive line. When you have time to throw the ball, when you have time to look around, the Jets, like, when the last time they had a good QB? It's something going on with the Jets.
Benny Testament already, or maybe Chad Pennington.
That's what's going on.
When was that?
That's probably in the late 90s.
My last good quarterback?
I like Mark Sanchez too, though.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez was
had like 1 year
or
Yeah,
Chad
he's
Pennington.
shaky, but still.
Well, what's good?
If
Like, what do you mean
haven't had
good?
I talk like a Pro Bowl level
you know,
quarterback. I think
not
Vinny
even pro,
Testaverde.
just like somebody that you will
I
want
said,
on
no,
your
you know,
team.
I don't
you
know
know,
if
gotta
Chad
be a Pro
Pennington.
Bowler, but Pro Bowl level
I
quarterback.
don't know if
Maybe
Chad
Pennington.
Pennington. I don't know if he made the Pro Bowl or not, but
But is
When
it?
was that?
But that's the 2000. That's like the early 2000s.
Yeah,
But Mark
mid-
Sanchez,
2000s.
Bro, that's something. It's something going on.
that is plot. It gotta be
It's
a
plot
plot.
because it's
That's
different
what it is.
coaches.
also
different.
QB coaching. You
But
they need to like reevaluate.
they need to
They should have
reevaluate the
brought a
stadium.
defensive head coach in. Honestly, yeah, I mean, you already got a good defense. Don't bring a defensive head coach in. Like Sean Payton, he can elevate a QB, but his game time decision, like late game decisions, clock management, just from what I've seen against the Saints, it don't suck, but it's definitely questionable. It's kind of like Mike McCarthy. Like they kind of on the same. People don't want to admit it, but they really on the same level. But even Mike McCarthy's kind of been balling this year, so you know.
They've been balling,
Hopefully
but
he can continue that.
hey, Maurice, yeah, man. Hey, Zach Wilson. Like I said, like I gave up on Jared's Broncos. Obviously, we just give up on Zach Wilson, right?
No, I already gave up Zach
But
Wilson.
to
I
answer
give
your
us.
question, Maurice, is the season over yet? No,
Oh, his
not
season's
yet,
been
bro. It's
over.
only been it's only 2 weeks.
Are you talking about the Jet season?
Yeah, it's
This
only
season
2
is
weeks, bro.
over. That thing is in the grave.
Let's see what they do. Let's see what they
If
do
you thought
this
the
week.
Broncos was over, boy, here is your pen. You already know. Look, if so, there's a Jets fan. Maurice already signed the pen. You got it.
Oh,
Notary stamp.
shit, I'll sign it
He
again.
signed
No,
it
give it to
in
me.
preseason.
I'll sign it again.
We already
I'll sign that
signed
shit.
it. Let's see. After this week, then I'll start discussing. Maybe their season is over after this week. But
if there's a Jets fan who don't
it's just
believe that,
like-
bro, here you go, bro.
wait, I'm tripping. They won a game at least.
Yeah, that's the only win.
They all 1-1. It's only 2 weeks. What you mean?
They 1-1, but you know they 1-1
2
doom.
weeks.
You can
That's
feel a
15.
doom. That's a doom 1-1. That's like they won on that day because they had plot.
It's
That is
9/11.
definitely
We
plot.
That's
That
not.
That was plot driven at the highest degree possible. They had a kickoff return,
You don't only need a good
overtime
offense,
touchdown,
bro. It's a such thing as having a good defense.
and they ain't do
won a
nothing
game
last
because
year.
of good defense.
They won a game because of plot.
Okay.
I don't know. When I think of that win, I just think of it as a loss, just because of obviously losing Aaron Rodgers. Even though they won and the stat went into the win column,
even when I win, I lose.
still.
But this schedule is difficult. They face the Chiefs, Patriots,
And it's
Broncos, Eagles, Chargers, Raiders, Bills, Dolphins. The Falcons 2-0. Face the Dolphins again. John, you said the Commanders cooking. They cooking here. The Patriots, bro, 3-win team, bro.
Damn.
Try to get yourself. Hey, get you a Caleb
I didn't
Williams,
know
boy.
they
See if you
had-
get yourself.
Let me look at that.
They schedule doomsday, boy. That's why they did Aaron Rodgers. They got Zach Wilson.
You got Zachy.
Patriots can be a win, and then you got the Chiefs.
There you go.
That's
Hey,
gonna
I
be.
got you, bro. Let me see that.
They can beat the
Lost.
Raiders.
Thanks
What
for
about the
that.
Broncos?
Yeah, thank you.
They can
Okay,
beat the
hey,
Broncos too.
Jared. Then why ain't
Yeah.
you signing this if they freaking get beat? If Zach Wilson beat you, why didn't you sign this?
Damn, they got the
Someone need to
Eagles.
sign this.
I mean, the Eagles been looking a little shaky. They got the Giants.
That's hilarious.
That's a loss. You got the Chargers.
That man more confident in the Giants and the Eagles. I love it.
Because the Eagles like us.
That's little
we
bro,
play
right?
games like that against bad teams. We. I don't
But
know
Maurice,
what's
you
going
can
on.
beat the Texans and you can beat the you can beat the Texans and the Texans. You can beat the I don't know if the Falcons are still gonna be as good as they were like they're starting off as, but I just see the Texans. I know John hyping up the Giants a lot. So if John hyping up the Giants Commanders like he do, then you ain't beating them two teams.
Yeah.
The Eagles, obviously, which is in the Super Bowl, the Chargers, I mean, maybe they choke. The Chargers can give a game to you because they may choke. Maurice, you're gonna be and you're gonna be able to. You're gonna be close to the Caleb Williams sweepstake. You're gonna be
Yeah, but
on
I'm
that
not
way.
gonna
But
get
your
No,
plot suck
I ain't
though.
gonna get that
You
shit.
gonna beat.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna
beat
beat
somebody.
some stupid team. Boy, you gonna beat the Dolphins and for some stupid team, you gonna beat a couple stupid teams.
Yep.
And you gonna have to draft the other quarterback, and
And
you
then
gonna
what-
be Zach Wilson 3 for the.
There you go. And one of my
And there you
one of
go.
my star players gonna ask for a trade after the end of the season. Like, I ain't feeling the Jets no more. Let me get him out of here.
Hey, we know. We see the script. We know.
Sauce on his way out.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
He already
that's
believed it.
flat. Bad flat.
He was already talking with Micah, trying to get over here in the Cowboys.
We already plotting to get him.
Y'all already got two corners. Y'all want another 3 corners?
We don't know how long Gilly gonna stay with us, so
Hey, you got your insurance plan. Get that man Sauce Gardner. But then the Cowboys. We'll talk about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, like, they have. I gotta see how they plot go out. I gotta see how y'all plot go because y'all 2-0 and that's good and y'all looking great. But then y'all have done this before. and then it just gets to the postseason. But there is not
Yeah,
an Aaron Rodgers. There's not an Aaron Rodgers there, but there is a 49ers there. You feel me? Because like when Aaron Rodgers wasn't able to be the one to stop you, the 49ers said, okay, we'll take it from here, folks. So Mauricio, John, right? You know, obviously you see a script, right? What do y'all feel y'all script is? Like life on the line, you gotta be close to right or right. What are the Cowboys gonna do this year? Is this the year that the Dallas freaking Cowboys make it to Super Bowl, or are you gonna have another bad loss in that script? How y'all feeling?
I guess maybe I can go first. I think this is our best chance ever since Dak took over. Yeah, this is our best chance.
That man went right down there. He was ready to get because when you say that word, boy, it don't happen. So it's a good thing he tried to. Good for you, bro. Keep
going. It's 2 games into a new offense, the Texas Coast, what they're calling it. Obviously, it hasn't. We've scored a lot, but it hasn't necessarily impressed. Especially a lot of people talking about the Cowboys, they don't seem too impressed with the offense. Definitely, the defense is our strongest right now. Now, with that being said, I think our schedule is great for us because we have
some
it's not
easy
easy
pick'em games.
It's not. It's not. Games. I don't want to say easy.
You should blow the Cardinals.
But it's a kind of an easy way to ease into a new scheme for the offense. So I think that is definitely going to benefit us. And I mean, the sky's the limit. I think this is our best chance.
That's a very humble answer of him. He makes sure to watch his words because he know the script writers be listening. They be waiting. They trying to create something really good. So he makes sure to dance around, make sure it's good. That was a great answer. That was a very politically correct answer, and I like that. John, will you be a little more aggressive with your answer, or will you be politically correct as well?
No, not until I think week 5. Not until we play the 49ers. Like the Giants, they're a good team, but when they play us, they're pretty pedestrian. Well, I will say this: when we played the Jets, we got the ball first and we went down and scored. That was pretty impressive to me because I do look at the Jets as a good defense. So the fact that like the offense was able to move the ball against them, that gives me some hope. But I really need to see us beat a good team before I can say, yeah, all right, we're gonna win this year. And when we get in the playoffs, I mean, back-to-back years of saying it's our year and not like doing anything, it's just we can't say that. You know, that's why you're telling Jared to sign. Like maybe I'll sign this year, but it's too early for him to sign. And then on top of that, got to see what we do in the playoffs. Hopefully, I think we'll win a division. So,
okay,
going off of plot,
Okay. Oh, because that no one repeats, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So based off
you
plot,
think they heard that? There's like, maybe let me keep going.
But I got us winning the division, so at least we can avoid the 49ers in the second round at least, or the first round or whatever.
Oh yeah, don't go to San Francisco.
We can meet them in the NFC. If we win a division, we're at least going to the NFC.
NFC champ. Okay.
The championship.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little more aggressive than recent. That's good. It's good to have aspirations. They listen. Let me ask Jake. I want to ask you this, man. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
You've heard all of us talk.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard Jared. I try to give him the pen. Maurice has the pen. He wants to sign it multiple times. And John and Mauricio, they have their their feeling of how their plot's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
For these 3 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. See, you are unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you a question one by one for each. Number 1. Should Jared take my pen?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, like, the Broncos have not made the play. It's ever since Peyton Manning retired, it's been a disaster, right? And they've had like a whole rotating door of quarterbacks, and the Russ trade was a nightmare last year. I mean, I'm not out on them this year as far as like they could be a wild card team. I don't think that's ridiculous, but like with the Chiefs, I and all these other teams, like how many teams in the AFC are they better than?
better than Texans.
I mean, sure, but like,
let's see what else.
Like they're better than the Texans. They're better than they're probably better than the Jets.
Yeah,
better than the Colts.
We could say that for maybe
better than the Raiders. So like 4 that I feel comfortable about.
Yeah,
4.
Hey,
it's not great.
I feel like y'all on the same par with the Patriots around that area.
Yeah, I think they're kind of in the same ballpark as New England at the moment. And like you said earlier, like, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is 28. I mean, barring any injuries, this man's going to be around for a while. It's not looking great.
You sure? You sure, right?
I would take the pen, Jared. I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm okay.
I mean, what should they do if it's a bad season? What should they do next year? Like, what's next? Like, do they
sign? That's what you should do.
Like, do they sell their pieces? I mean, at this point, do they?
I mean, they're stuck with Russ for a while.
See what you can
pay
get.
them all that money. I mean, I don't know what they can.
I don't know what
they can do.
So, Jared, if you have a disastrous season, right? Obviously, you have no picks. Say you win 6-5 games and they're all hilarious. All the
you don't make the playoffs. I think that's a disaster. You don't make the playoffs.
What do you do? Because you have no pick. You're giving it to Seattle Saints. So
what's next?
Are you taking this? Are you taking this? Or are you like, maybe next year Russell will come back and you need the pen? What are you gonna do?
If it's a disaster season, I'll take the pen.
Okay, we'll wait. Let's wait a couple months. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So we'll go back to you because we're good people here. All right, we'll extend the deal.
Being stuck with Russ is not that bad. Like making it seem like he's some bum or something.
2018 Russ have been cool, but 2022 Russ.
Well, I'm saying like
Broncos Russ is a different thing, boy.
Feel like,
but you're not winning.
He played pretty well. I think
he's been better this year.
The stats.
they literally don't score over 16 a game, and they finally scored 16 a game, and they lost got a Hail Mary and couldn't get the 2-point. That's tough. But
they did get hold too by the refs, so it's not like
I know, but
that was horrible. Like even if it was like a little bit, even if it was a bang bang play, like bro, the football is about entertainment. How do you not let them go to overtime? Like if you're a ref, you have to internally be ready to throw your flag at that play. So the fact that they didn't is just crazy.
That's what adds to the plot. Like I know, like it was bad, but it was worse that it was so obviously something that should happen. You see how many people and Jake, you were a New England fan. Mm-hmm. There are so many times as a player, as a team facing New England, Tom Brady throw it deep. It's not pass interference, right? But they call pass interference as a 50-yard freaking play to get 50 yards there in the goal, and they're in already red zone. That's beautiful plot. The plot goes toward dynastic plot. They throw the flag for you. The referees like you a dynastic plot. If you don't have plot, they throw it against you, or they don't throw it at all. And from what I've seen from Jared, it don't look like you got no dynastic plot. You need some strong level of adversity plot, some really strong level of that to get back. And Jared, I don't think you had no adversity plot. I think it's just you're in the main character's realm.
I don't think it's any disasters. Like what disasters be happening in Colorado?
Would you go freaking avalanche?
Avalanche. That's the only best you got. You can't get no disaster plot.
The only Sean Payton plot is disaster plot. That's the only plot Sean Payton has.
Hurricane Katrina. That's it, dog.
And bro, ain't no hurricanes in Denver. So
that's good with the Saints. Like we just needed this. We got our little Super Bowl and we good. The Saints fans, they don't be complaining.
They should be.
I think they complain. Yeah, I think they complain about that.
I'm not saying that they don't complain about like the refs holding them. I'm saying like I don't hear them saying like what you saying to Jared.
No, I mean look. If a Saint fan was on here, right, I would tell him to sign as well because his plot is also terrible. His plot has been that 2018, 2019. That loss is one of the worst losses I have ever seen. That was absolute trash. So the fact, and then the Super Bowl was so terrible. I wanted the Saints to make Super Bowl just so I knew it was going to be more entertaining. They signed that paper after that because at that point they knew it was never happening.
What mid-level team do you think should sign it? It's like Titans. Should they sign? Titans fans. Should they sign?
Titans, yeah. Here you go. Titans fans.
I don't know what Ryan Tannehill got going.
Patriots.
You gotta lock in, bro. Like,
not Patriots fans. We wait on you. Y'all just came out. You just came off dynastic plot. Dynastic plot's different. When you come off dynastic plot, you understand it's like highs and lows. So you can take a good low for a good amount of time because you had such an amazing high. So they can definitely take their time.
I mean, I think they're probably run its course though. I mean, we just saw the refs not give them a first down on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Your dynastic plot gone,
that's
right? You don't
have
it.
That's gone.
What's going on with these refs, bro? Like, come on.
I mean,
bro. Like, it's
that gambling money's hidden.
Payment, bro. Like, just give them it. It don't matter. Like, nobody's gonna complain. It's not like it's in a Super Bowl. It's not like it's in a point. It's a Sunday night game. Like, just give it to them. And let us have some more football.
Speaking of Super Bowl, remember that holding call with the Eagles? I tell you, Jared, if that was the Broncos, they weren't calling that. You ain't got the plot for it. I'm telling you how it worked, but they don't call it. You don't got dynastic plot. And you don't have, and I do, you know what? And like I said, me and my girl watching the game, she's rooting for the Eagles. And, you know, I'm chilling. I'm rooting for the Eagles too, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know the Chiefs winning this. Because Jalen Hurts, they're not going to win. They ain't got the plot for it. The Chiefs going to win. He the main character. We waiting for this coronation. Put the crown on him. And that's tough. Jared, I'm telling you, bro, just join us, bro. But we'll get back to you. Jake, going to Maurice and the Jets, Zach Wilson. Do you think Zach Wilson's a complete failure? And do you think Zach Wilson needs to be booted into the sun?
A failure.
What was the second part of the question? I didn't.
And needs to be booted into the sun.
Does he need to be booted into the sun? So I mean, I think it's kind of. I mean, he's a bust at this point, right?
No, definitely.
I mean, it feels like it. I mean, I hadn't actually looked at his stats until we were talking about him earlier, and I was like, oh my god, this man played 9 games last year and only threw 6 touchdowns. He threw 6 touchdowns in 9 games. This man has not thrown double-digit touchdowns in a season yet. He played 13 games in 2021 and threw 9 touchdowns.
Has he thrown double? He might have thrown double-digit interceptions by now, actually.
Yes, in 2021 he threw 11 interceptions.
Okay, he just because I wasn't sure if he just made it. Okay, so he just made 11.
I think it's pretty fair to say, based on what we have seen so far, this man is not it.
I think he's the worst quarterback I've ever seen, bro. Maybe Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman's got to be number 1.
Nathan Peterman had that 5 interception game. The Bills fans were excited to see him come into the place. Tyrod Taylor. That boy went crazy, boy.
Yeah,
that boy went ballistic. So
I mean, Zach's pretty much a bust at this point, and that's that sucks. But
I'll give you 2 pens. Since he was a number 2 pick, I'll give you 2 pens.
Bro. Respect. Send him back to the Mills where he belongs, bro.
So we're gonna
send him back to Utah, where you can find the Mormon Mills.
Once Aaron Rodgers went down, I gave up on Zach at that point. Even once Aaron Rodgers went down, I was like, okay, because I know shit. They're gonna show you like in the offseason, Zach Wilson throwing these dots in practice. And
he looking good, right?
Throwing these dots and shit. I'm like, oh shit,
Hoodie Mellow.
The Ben Simmons highlights.
I'm saying, and I knew I was like, bro, he come into the shit. He gonna be ass, bro. He gonna be ass. Right now, he's just not the move, bro. I just sorry, Zach. Try the Arena League or some shit.
Hey, maybe he could do that Kurt Warner, get that Kurt Warner plot. Maybe that goes somewhere. And okay, so when it comes to the Cowboys, what do you think the Cowboys script looks like? Do you think this is the Cowboys year, or do you think the script writers are hearing everything they say and they say, okay, we're gonna cook up something new this year?
I'm kind of similar as far as I think what Mauricio was, or no, maybe it was John that was saying it. I'm gonna wait until week 5 when they play the 49ers as far as like my overall judgment of them, because they're gonna be playing some cupcakes up till that point. Headed into the year, I was not very optimistic as far as their offense goes because Kellen Moore left and Mike McCarthy's going to be calling the plays. And last time we saw that in Green Bay, it wasn't great. But I mean, their defense looks fucking amazing at the moment. And I mean, that could hold up the whole year. Offensively, I just kind of want to see where they end up. As far as like the hierarchy of NFC teams at the moment, I mean, they're 1 or 2 or 3, right? I mean, it's them, the Eagles, the Niners.
Yeah.
So I don't think an NFC championship game is out of the question, but I mean, if they play the Niners again in the playoffs, I mean, that's the last 2 years in a row now. They've had fucking catastrophic losses to the Niners. So, I mean, if they play them again, that wouldn't, it's not looking good, you know?
It's the opposite of the 90s. In the 90s, they used to own the 49ers. They used to beat the brakes off Steve Young. Now things change because plot always finds a way to circulate itself.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So definitely, Mauricio and John, y'all ain't, I think y'all have already signed in the past because, that Aaron Rodgers, the Des Bryant that's definitely some reason to sign. So y'all have signed in the past. Jared,
Nope.
we'll see we'll see if you do sign. I'm looking at you, but you need to come on my side. And Maurice, yeah, Zach Wilson's terrible. I did want to talk about 3 quarterbacks that are very interesting.
Okay.
And I want to talk number 1 quarterback I'm gonna talk about. First things first, Justin Fields. Is Justin Fields a part of the bust territory now? Am I putting him? He's not Zach Wilson bad. But hey, he not. Is he good? Are we putting Justin Fields? Because Chicago got some bad plot. Chicago is like sneaky bad plot. Like they really suck a lot with sneaky bad. Like the fact that Justin Jefferson has more receiving yards than every Bears wide receiver in history, and they're one of the top 3 oldest franchises in history, is hilarious. The fact that freaking CJ Stroud has more 300 passing yard games than Justin Fields, and this is year 3, and that's CJ's second game, is also hilarious.
Wait,
so I'll tell you,
is that real?
Yeah.
It's real as a heart attack.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, the Chicago Bears' best quarterback may be Jay Cutler. Jim McMahon, that's tough. And the best receiver is probably passed away a long time ago. So, obviously, they have very terrible plot. They just have the 85 Bears they're living off of. Justin Fields, are we calling it? Because I think he blamed his coaches too. Are we calling it? Is he a bust?
But I was taking out of context. He did say that.
Yeah,
I know.
he said he corrected it.
Okay.
He did
So
say
Yeah, he
that.
corrected. But if I'm a Bears fan, I've given up. I'm calling him. That man was wide open. But my man was wide open. You see that play? Your man was wide open. He was against the Buccaneers. My man said he looked right at that man. He said, "I'm gonna run through this pile, gain no yards." I said, "That's tough." What y'all think?
Probably after this season. I mean, I'm not one to give up on people this early. I mean, was this his 3rd season or 2nd?
This is 3.
3rd.
He was hurt last year. I mean, who was his receivers last year?
No one.
Mooney, right? That was like the only one I can remember is Mooney.
What about his offensive? Did he have what was his offensive line ranked?
I don't think it wasn't good.
I won't be able. I
think he might have led the league in sacks. They might have led the league in sacks.
Yeah. I mean, which is probably some of his fault too. Because
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
But
the Broncos, the Broncos got that. Yeah,
Doing too much. Yeah.
I think a lot of people judge it based off of like if we had Mahomes, if we had Josh Allen, if we had Joe Burrow. Like you're not gonna get the top guys every time. You have to give people time to develop.
You want to see him improve,
and you got to play to your strengths.
Yeah, and play to your strengths. Like, okay, if you want to see him improve your team around him. He's probably never going to be the QB that leads your team. Like, he's probably going to be the QB that needs a good team around him. Like people say about Dak. So just put some pieces, like help your offensive line, get your offensive line better. Now, I can't say they did bring in DJ Moore, which I thought was a good pickup. You know, after this year, if he is regressing the whole year, then maybe you could talk about moving on. But I think it's still too early to say, like, let's give up on him.
No, I mean, I'll let him play the whole year. I wouldn't, like, say we're, like, he's our guy. I wouldn't
be giving up on him this early. Just like, let's see some type of hope. Like, if I don't see any hope, like, because even Jalen Hurts, his first year, like,
he didn't look at his first year, but second, third year.
Yeah, when the second year, but they have a good offensive line. They have they got AJ Brown, they got Smith, so they got a great defense. So like he was put in a position to win. So I mean, I feel like you got to give him more grace because he's not playing with like a super talented team. I don't think the way he plays QB, he can carry a team. I think you got to get him in a system. I don't know who kind of system, who runs a system that he needs, but just run the ball more, give him some read options. Oh yeah, like the Eagles, but they got the line for it. They got AJ Brown, they got Smith. So are you gonna bring your linebackers up? Okay, then we can throw over the top.
You don't give up, man. You don't give up on these guys. You don't give up on these guys, boy.
I don't.
You Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, boy. You
don't give up.
If it was Jamarcus Russell, he'd be like, "No, we give him another chance." I feel you, boy. I feel it.
No, what else? After this year, I don't want to give Dak another chance.
Oh, I mean, Dak, he the longest tenured quarterback in the league.
So,
you
think they should get rid of him already, though? Not Dak.
Justin Fields?
Yeah, like why? Okay, why are you giving up this early?
Okay, well, look, okay. So we'll see how he plays. Like you said, we'll see how he plays throughout the year. But from what I've seen and how he's playing, right, and his ability to process and read defenses, especially if people are wide open, the fact that he couldn't see someone wide open. Now I understand you miss that sometimes from time to time, but it's just like it doesn't look like he's improving in his ability to process and read defenses. We understand that his system and his team isn't the best, but it's like when you look at him and what he does, a lot of times it's like, and last year he had a decent, he ran the ball a lot. They were doing good things. This year they're 0-2. Obviously a lot of people are going to overreact, and I'm one of those people going to overreact because I can see scripts read out. But just the fact that I'm looking like, I don't see him improving in those abilities, and we'll see as the year progresses if he improves. Because if he improves, obviously, then I'm completely wrong. But if he's not improving, is year 3 after year 3? If I don't see no improvement in this, like things like that, then what we doing? If we 3-4 win team again, and you're not helping us, like it's one thing you could tell of a quarterback. You could look at a quarterback, and you could tell like, okay, this guy, even though is our guy, even though the team suck, you can tell, okay, this is our guy.
And he has improved slightly, but I don't think it's enough. Like I think for me, I still have the same exact Zach Wilson that I have his rookie year. Like same exact. If not, it's probably actually might have regressed because I think Zach Wilson probably ran a little bit more. But at least Justin Fields, I think he got slightly better. But I don't think it's enough to be like. I still think I don't think we should give up on him either. But I don't think it's.
I mean, not yet. But
there's some things again missing. There's some things missing up there.
What y'all think? What y'all think about Justin Fields? Jared, Jake, Mauricio, what y'all think?
I mean, I want him to play out the rest of the year. I'm not exact. I think if the Bears are, they suck again, they're like in that top 3 pick scenario again, which they probably will be. Is he good enough to warrant passing up a Caleb Williams if they're in that scenario? Yeah, like I don't think you can. Yeah. I mean, I like Justin Fields. Like, there's plays in there where it's like, holy shit, there's something here, but it's not there all the time. And I don't think you can, make that your future.
Jared, what you think? You think it's over? Do you think they should sign the pen too, or what you think?
I wouldn't call him a bust. I mean, obviously he's not great. I don't think he's going to be one of the great quarterbacks in the league.
Oh yeah.
But he's had moments. I think he's better than a bust, but obviously a Caleb Williams would be nice.
Oh, for sure. So would you invest 3 more years into Justin Fields if he was on your team? Would you?
No
way.
2 years. What about 2 years?
No.
I guess it depends how this season goes.
A year and a half. If that's
so
literally
this year and start the next
year. Maybe half. It's really just 1 year, but a year and a half the most.
Yeah, at the beginning of this season, I would give him 2 years.
Okay. And Mauricio, what you think?
From there. Yeah.
I pretty much agree with what John said.
Don't give up, man. I feel it.
I feel like sometimes teams, they just think that these guys coming in, rookies, obviously Justin Fields is not a rookie, but they just throw them into the fire. They don't really build teams around people. They just expect them to come in and just ball out, and sometimes they do, but more often than not, you're not going to get a guy that's going to come in and elevate your team that to the degree of winning championships his first year, maybe second year, if you're lucky. So you have to build the team around them. You have to give them the opportunity not just to play football at a high level, but to be competitive by having a team around them. So
how many years would you invest? Would you invest 2 years?
I mean, as of right now, I think the Bears screwed it up. He's 3 years in, and you can't really. You can't really if they would have started to invest into the team around him, and developing a system that can fit his play style and make him play better, like year 1, year 2, then you could probably put another 2 years into Justin Fields at this moment. But since they didn't do that, it's kind of that ship has sailed. I don't think they'll be able to build a team around him fast enough to get results. 4 years into his career. So just because of that, you can't invest in him. But that's not to say that Justin Fields maybe goes to another team who has a situation. Maybe they're just missing a piece and can be successful. Maybe not winning championships at this point, but definitely a playoff team I can see.
What team would you do well on? Like, what team is the right team for Justin Fields?
A team with Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen is OC. It got to be Shane Steichen.
Jalen Hurts, but maybe he can strive on the Eagles.
You need to find a Shane Steichen.
At the same time, like, what is his defense doing? Like, how many points a game are they giving up? Like, is he?
I mean, he's not in a good situation.
To score a lot? Like, what's going on in his situation?
Like, he's not in a good situation, but the Bears have always been in a bad situation for their quarterbacks for like 10 years. Well, and they ruin people. Like, they had one good year in 2018 in terms of their defense was good.
Yeah.
Right. And it helped them get to the postseason. Defense. But Mitch Trubisky and the offensive line wasn't good.
They almost won a playoff game besides the double doink. So
yeah, I mean, so they had that.
They've been in positions. But I mean, if your defense is
their defense ain't all that no more.
Giving up all these points and stuff. Like you asking a lot out of him, and especially a QB who probably is more of a run first, line of scrimmage passing type QB. Like you want him to go to win shootout games, but start at the defense. Like get a better defense. I know it's just easy to say, but like what are they doing to make him better? Like what are they doing to help him? Because that's
this whole offseason they've been talking about like how much the Bears have improved, like how
defensively or offensively.
Offensively, like got DJ Moore. They try to better up their offensive line, and it's just still like things aren't clicking.
Yeah, that's true. Now I mean, like I said, the DJ Moore was a great pickup. Is their offensive line? I haven't watched many of their games, so I really don't know. Is their offensive line playing better? Like, is he not? Because I mean, obviously he's the QB, he's the centerpiece. But is everybody around him improving as well?
I watched this thing on TikTok the other day that was saying like his drop step for like an average quarterback is like 1/10 longer than like most like the average, and the people saying that could be a reason. It's just like his drop steps are just taking too long because he has to get the ball like quicker, but he's not, so that's why he's taking sacks and shit like that. It could be a lot of that. It's a lot of things they have to improve. I don't think I give up on him yet, because I think he still has some sort of talent, but
it's gonna be some Ryan Tannehill type thing.
So
but he need to go.
I don't know what his ceiling is.
27 to the Bucks, so about 30 points to the Packers. Because I think he had a pick 6 in that game. So I mean, they're giving up a lot of points. So let's see.
I mean, look, the situation ain't the best. It ain't the best, but people they don't be giving good situations to people, especially high picks. And they got, that's just like for 3 years, you just got to figure it out. And you ain't figured. That's a lot of pressure. Being a quarterback with the potential to make $50 million a year, there's a lot of pressure, man. But if you want to hit that $50 million jackpot, you usually got to go to a bad team and you got to figure it out.
First
3 years. And sometimes the coaches and the GMs don't help you out. The Jets have had many quarterbacks who have had terrible situations. Probably would have been better somewhere else. If Josh Allen went to the Jets, he would have been terrible. You know what I'm saying? So
Lamar Jackson.
But they wasn't going to give him. Yeah, Lamar Jackson went to Jets, he would have been abysmal. I promise you that. But he went to good coaching, and now they paid. So, hey, Justin Fields, it ain't it. I got to talk about, John, you bring this guy up, Bryce Young. I'm going to tell you, Carolina fans, I was watching that game with Carolina fans, and they were cooking Bryce Young to a crisp. They said, this guy's too small. I hate this guy. He can't make long throws. This guy can't do a quarterback sneak. Oh, my gosh, we should have got AR. Dang it, CJ Stroud looked better. Oh, my gosh, we picked the wrong guy. We trade up for this. We don't have our pick next year. We 0-2. Them Panthers fans were in panic mode. Now, Bryce Young did not look good, but that's because, he facing the Saints defense. That's the problem. You compare people. That's why I wanted CJ to play well on Sunday, because I knew if he had a bad game, they're going to cook you on Twitter and people going to overreact. Now, Bryce Young, I'm in a different field for Bryce Young and Justin Fields. Bryce Young, I'm not giving up on Bryce Young after game 2 facing the Saints defense. Now, the lack of he can't do a quarterback sneak, that's tough because he's 5'9", 5'10", 200 pounds. You'll get crushed. That's tough. I feel you. That is a liability for sure. But you obviously picked Bryce Young number 1 overall. You saw CJ Stroud's tape, you saw Anthony Richardson's tape, you saw Bryce Young's tape, and you said, I'm going to trade DJ Moore and I'm going to trade picks to get this guy. So obviously you saw something in this guy. You have to let it like really play out for 3 years. I give quarterbacks 3 years to show me something before I like completely shut them off. But what do y'all think, John? Obviously, you had some opinion of Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers fans shooting him down. What y'all think?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a Bryce Young thing. It's more of a young QB thing. Like two games is really crazy. Like that's insane to write somebody off. I mean, what are you gonna do anyway? You can't get rid of him after 1 year anyway. So
trade him to
give
me.
him some time to develop. I really don't like them starting anyway. I don't like young QB starting the first. I mean, they'll learn a lot, but it's not going to be good for their confidence because you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and most QBs don't come in ready. It's just
they were booing that man.
The defense.
They were booing him.
They were booing him?
In Carolina, they were booing him. I was like, boo, that boy. Tough. But Bryce, his mom and dad there.
Carolina, like, they're not even a...
Yeah, we would have been that shit.
Like,
no, but they wanted some Cam Newton. They wanted Cam Newton start. They wanted that 400-yard pass. You know what I'm saying? They used to that. That's what they want. That Cam Newton start. But they didn't get that because Cam Newton is literally the exact opposite of Bryce Young in terms of size, mass, and what they good at essentially. So that's hilarious. But yeah, they were not happy, and the parents been awkward seeing Bryce Young with the fumbles, near interceptions, multiple sacks, holding on to the ball, which is all rookie quarterback mistakes. I'm very. Go ahead, John.
Who's their lead receiver?
Like in the game, or is
Adam
Thielen? Like who's
Adam Thielen?
Probably
Adam Thielen, Hayden Hurst
DJ
at the tight end, DJ Chark, Miles Sanders at running back.
They have the worst weapons. I think.
Is it a good team?
Worst weapons out of who? I mean, they're off. I don't know if the offensive line is good, but like
terrible weapons. No,
their weapons ain't that bad. It's not that bad.
No, they were terrible weapons, bro.
DJ Chark and Miles Sanders, like they're not great. Obviously,
Miles Sanders is a product.
They're not like.
They're
I mean, if you say that, then yeah. Then if you say Miles Sanders is like just an ego, really, then okay. Then
DJ Chark is not a no. He's like at most a number 2 wide receiver.
You say they got the worst weapons out of who?
Out of the league.
In the league? Is that true?
Let's think about it.
I mean
it's probably up there.
And it didn't make sense. You trade
Cardinals?
The Cardinals?
Maybe the Cardinals, yeah. But they got at least I don't know what I have.
The Cardinals at least have Hollywood Brown
and Connor, yeah.
I mean, hey, look, the Texan receivers. I know, Maurice, you like, but Nico Collins is good. But you ain't know who Nico Collins was until I just told you about Nico Collins and I picked him up for fantasy. That man,
they definitely have
Nico Collins and Tech Dell.
But at least they're young. But you got at least they're young. But they got old 37-year-old Adam Thielen. He's probably not 37, but like
he's 33.
He looked 37.
But like, come on, like
how's he moving?
How is DJ Chark? Is DJ Chark like just a name, or is he like decent? Like, what is?
It's still like a number 2 wide receiver at best. At least the Texans have young, and they at the highest they have is a number 2 wide receiver. At least, and they young. So that means they could technically still improve. Adam Thielen not getting better. He only regressing because he get injured majority of the time.
And to me, that was counterintuitive to give away DJ Moore. Like
that's all they can get to get him.
Yeah, that's the only way to get him. So
that's the only way to go get him.
Number 1, like he's a.
And
he's great, but he's a solid receiver. Like,
yeah,
if I'm a QB, I definitely want him on my team. So you go and give him away, and then you give him. I mean, Miles Sanders, he's not a bad running back. I think he probably, being with the Eagles, kind of like.
I mean, he good. I thought Miles Sanders would be.
Chuba
Hubbard.
He was cooking us a couple years. Well, maybe like 1 year he cooked us.
He had to crank to like, wait a minute, hilarious.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I'll put it like this. He's not a running back that I said I need him. Like DJ Moore, like as a receiver, that's somebody you need. But Miles Sanders is like, to me, he's interchangeable. Like,
yeah, I feel it. I mean, hey, Carolina, bro, don't give up on him, bro.
But yeah, don't give up on his ass, bro. It's crazy.
Now, don't give up on. If I'm Carolina, bro, like. They said he had like Steph Curry type of intuitive awareness, and he did so great in that freaking test that they're cooking CJ about. If he did so great in that test, that means his processing must be amazing. Boy, you keep on to him. Don't try to get no one else now. That's your guy. You trade up the world for him. That's your guy. You know who should give up though? The freaking Deshaun Watson, Cleveland, they didn't give up on him. That's who should be giving up. Oh, boy, a bad plot always come back to circle, boy. And karma help, but bad plot always come right back to circle, boy. I tell you,
I wouldn't give up on him that early.
I'm giving up. Well, I'm giving up. Look, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, look, we have a shot. We got a chance of having the worst contract and worst trade. We can get there. We're not there yet. But we can get there. Deshaun Watson, $230 million, and this is guaranteed cash. This is cash that's going to him. Injury or not, he getting all his money. All his money guaranteed. I have never seen that in my life. A man get all his money in the hundreds of millions, all guaranteed. He could be the worst quarterback in history. He going home with $230 million guaranteed. And he give up 3 first-round picks for that man, and he looking mid like that. That's tough. And Nick Chubb, that man gone. So I'm telling you, you lost him. That's big tough. Deshaun, the game down 4. Deshaun got the ball. I'm like, okay, $230 million guarantee right here. Let's see what we got. That man, let's see what he got. Good offensive line, pretty good receivers, right? Let's see what he can do. And what he do, nothing. And I loved it. That's hilarious. I need the Cleveland Browns to be terrible. I have their pick. I need them to be terrible. I'm rooting against Cleveland every single game. And I'm laughing every single time. So, but what y'all think about Deshaun Watson? Should Cleveland give up on him?
Well, I mean, they can't.
Again,
they can't.
They're stuck with him for. I mean, first and foremost, fuck Deshaun Watson. Second thing, I mean, like, we've seen him be really good though. Like, there was like the COVID year, he was really good.
And we sucked too, but he did his thing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, no, the team was fucking dog shit, but he was awesome. So like, it's really hard to just like imagine that like he can't ever, maybe not get that high again, but like just be good again, you know? Like this Cleveland team is too talented around him for him to be this ass. But I mean, hey, maybe he is. Maybe it's like a Carson Wentz situation where he's just bad now. Maybe that's just what it is.
Yo, hey, what y'all think, bro? Deshaun Watson, bro. Look, and also, like I said, going to a team that has bad plot helps. Cleveland Browns have the worst plot in the history of American sports. So if you go there, you will see doom. That's just how it is. That's just in the contract. So, but what else would y'all think? Do y'all think that will Deshaun Watson ever live up or even get close to living up to that $230 million guarantee contract?
I don't think he'll live up to it, but I wouldn't give up on him this early. I mean, as a person, yeah, he's a horrible human being.
Never give up.
Yeah, you give up on him as that. But as a player, like on your team, no. Like, we've seen what he can do. It's not like a running back. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we should have gave up on Zeke, but we held on to him for a long time.
Emotionally strong, boy.
He never got back to that. But as a QB, like, I feel like, you know, they have certain injuries, they come back. I feel like he can get back to where he was at. Or at least close to it, or like at least win them some games. I feel like he's a QB that can win games, so I wouldn't give up on him this early. I know we can't really use the he's rusty excuse that much longer, but
he rusty every day, boy. Rusty last week, he'll be rusty next year.
He's been rusty for a while, so you know he's not gonna rust off right now. So you know, after this, now it really depends on this season because. Kind of like with the Broncos, they're in a prime position to go to the playoffs. So not making the playoffs.
You said prime. I don't know, prime position. Oh, continue.
Well, by prime, I mean like as a team, like talent around them, like the other teams. Of course, you got. I mean, it's gonna be hard to make it in their division, but I'm saying like in the AFC, like I feel like they're in a good position. You got Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper definitely helps. You know, QBs. He's a great route runner. But losing Nick Chubb, that's going to hurt. But, no, I think it's too early to give up on him. We've seen what he ascended to. I feel like, you know, you can't take away being a good QB. I don't know what happened to Carson Wentz. I really don't. But for the most part, if you reach, like, top 5 level as a QB, I don't feel like you can just vanish from a person. I mean, unless it's karma, you know, he did some very vile things and like okay now too, you know you take some, we take some, and took his powers. He's Charles Barkley from Space Jam, but for the most part, if you get to top 3, I feel like you can get back to that. That's just
hey, look.
well,
that was
not
three,
in the league because he got we got some got some good
he ain't
guys,
getting the
but I'm
top
saying
10.
like
I don't
top
know
3
about that.
talent wise.
He need to get a top 15. He need to get top 20. Boy, that man, they traded for
Give him
they
some
traded
time,
for
bro.
3 years ago. They traded for 3 years ago, Watson. Boy, I was like, hey, it's a good thing.
Like,
I was like, trade
he's
this
not
man.
a top 15 quarter. Not he's not a top 20 quarterback right now.
That man sucks. That's
Really?
I
Really?
think with
He's that
QBs you
bad?
can get away with your name. I feel like as a
That
QB
man-
you can get away with your name.
That
more.
man name was
So-
popping 3 years ago. I'm telling you, but hey, we here now, and that man got not only does he get on Cleveland,
But as,
look at the script,
it's not
he got
really
bad
like running
karma.
backs.
Boy, this man got bad karma. He on the
It's
most
double
cursed
plat-
franchise in history. Boy, we circled this. I knew as soon as they gave him that money, like the Saints and Falcons were interested in getting him. I was like, okay, if they get Deshaun Watson, he might be. Cleveland said, no. Deshaun, we will give you everything you want, $230 million. You can have it all. I said, boy, they desperate like that. And you know why I know plot work? Baker Mayfield 2-0, killing it in freaking Tampa Bay. That's how I know plot real. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Hey, Baker Mayfield look good.
You do.
They paying Deshaun Watson a lot to look worse than Baker Mayfield. And that is why the script never fails. That's why, Jared, you need to sign this. Because you think these people in the script don't know what they're doing?
I think this is a conversation we're gonna have to rehab later on, like in the middle of the season. Like it's only 2 weeks.
I think it sucks that Nick Chubb went away. I think that would have like
He went away.
he went away.
He went away.
He just went away.
That man went away.
It really, because I feel like with him being there, it could have actually helped him a lot get back up, not to like top 3. I don't, because I don't think I would have, but like get him back up to where he normally is, maybe a top 10 quarterback. But now, because not as much pressure is going to be on him before, and then he can sort of get his confidence back up. But now all the pressure is going to be on him. If he starts messing up, the confidence is going to be ruined. And then it's going to be pretty ass to pay $230 million to a person who ain't confident in a job.
But
that man pushing refs. So you saw him push that ref?
He pushed a ref?
He did push ref, yeah.
Damn, I missed that.
to their benefit, though, they do have a good line, and then they just got Kareem Hunt back. So
They ain't going to do nothing.
I mean, you got a good line.
I don't know if
That'll
Kareem Hunt
take
came
you a
back.
long way.
It'll take him right
you
to a
remember
6-1 team.
Dearness, whatever his name was, the third string running back came in, and I had picked him up. He got like 140 yards. He had like 140 yards. So if you run behind a good line, like that's already putting you ahead of the sticks. So
They gonna be a 6-1 team, and I need to get their pick. Look,
let me see their schedule actually.
They face it. Nah, let me see who the Browns ain't got no play. Let me not even look at their schedule. I know they gonna win. Like, nah, we know. I know, we know. We all know.
Are they making the playoffs?
No.
Oh, okay. They got the Titans, the Ravens, the 49ers, the Colts, Seahawks, Cardinals, Ravens, Steelers, Broncos. Yeah, it's not looking too good. They got the Rams, the Jaguars.
And that's good for me,
they
boy.
got the
I see.
Bears.
Hey, look, hey, there you go. Get that one win.
Then they got the Texans.
No, look. That's the only one. Let me beat them. I need that pick. That's something to fight for. I need a higher pick. Beat them. I need a higher pick. Hey, look, get them 6 wins. We cooking with them 6 wins. So I'm trying to give you some. I need to find a way to give me some good receivers or give me some more depth. I need that. I traded my pick.
Who will have a better record at the end of the year? Browns or the Broncos? At the end of the year, who's gonna have a better record?
Man.
Jared, if you have a worse record than the Browns, bro, like I told you, bro, like come on. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you. If you do, I told you. Just know that.
Let's see what Deshaun get back to before we can say that. Like if Deshaun can get back to
that man need to get back to jail. That's when he need to go back to jail.
Hey, well, that's true as well.
Plot never fails. I'm telling you right now, bro. But for the 50th anniversary, I want to do something kind of special here. I wanted to share my screen and show, me, if we've been doing this for a year, I'd be clipping a lot.
I knew you
wanted to go back. I wanted to go back in time.
Oh my gosh.
The Wayback Machine and see all the great clips that are created here. So I wanted to go all the way back in time. And look, this is number one right here. This is the number one. So shout out to Casey. You can never get Casey back on these pods. And I'm gonna click on some. Let me click on this one. Let's see. Now, can you hear this? Could y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. In his prime,
is better than Aaron Donald. Everybody hyping up Aaron Donald, a top 5 defensive player all time. You got Super Bowl, you got plot. J.J. Watt was the best thing I've ever seen. J.J. Watt with the 220 sack seasons, 3 defensive player of the years. That one year, he had pick sixes and fumble recovery touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns. All of that. Like, who does that? Who has pick sixes? 80-yard pick sixes? Nah, you can't. I'm taking prime J.J. Watt over Aaron Donald any day.
And I still believe that J.J. Watt was that man. He just ain't got no plot. He in Houston. And we had a good 335 likes. Boy, I was cooking on this, boy. I had to make sure I put that episode out there. If I said, boy, I got all these people here, I got to make sure I get that episode. I think John was in this. You were somewhere in there. I don't know. Oh, you right here.
Not a hot take, pure facts.
Oh, no, they know. They know. I know a lot of Texans fans in here, but they know.
Oh, wait, what I said?
You said as a Cowboy fan, you agree, something like that.
Oh, yeah, I said I was fearful of him, but not so much.
And you clipped a lot. How many clips are there? Holy shit.
Aaron Donald.
I know I got a ton of clips. I remember I got to get the one where he freaking trolled the life out of me. This the one, yeah, he gave me a big boy troll.
T.O. That's my favorite player, and that's how I started liking the Cowboys, even though I'm from Houston.
First time you said you're a Cowboys fan, I thought you were Dallas, and I heard you from Houston. Like, what's wrong with you?
The Texans didn't get to me in time, so...
It's a good thing, actually. It's a good thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You guys hoisting on Lombardi. We don't even know what that feels like.
Y'all had something similar to slushies. No,
that's great, bro. Oh man,
that's good trolling. That's it.
That boy trolled the hell out of me. But I knew you gonna say some stupid. I knew you gonna say some stupid stuff too.
That's a great. That's amazing.
Oh, that's good.
He said, I saw his face. Like if you look at that, I saw his face. You could tell when he about to troll you because he got that face. I started smiling immediately because I knew he gonna say some stupid. To have me laugh at my ass off. That was some dumb nigga side freaking slushies. That's freaking terrible. Let me see. Let me go up. I gotta go up. Let me go up to the Actually, no, I gotta go to this one. Where's my man? Where my man who really made me laugh? I gotta go to the one where Ja'Cory made me freaking die. That's during the draft though. It's right here.
It's about time to get the most dominant center.
This is our fantasy draft.
White, Shaq. Shaq.
No, he put Shaq. He got Shaq. He not doing Howard. But now he can do it.
Why you stop halfway through a sentence?
Are you choosing the White Howard?
I said the White Shaq.
I know his humor.
That shit wasn't funny.
You know what? Oh shit!
Dark ass humor that did not translate.
Oh man!
One of the reasons that's so funny, but I couldn't see y'all, so I was just looking at my monitor. I was looking at my laptop. When he said that shit out of nowhere, that shit made my brain go like that. Shit, I did not expect that to happen. So that made me freaking bust out laughing hard. But that's probably my favorite clip. We gotta do more. Well, I don't know if you could do any more of those fantasy drafts. I gotta do my Aaron Rodgers one. I definitely gotta do Aaron Rodgers one. Let's see.
Ooh.
But Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be a New York Jet. And see, I knew. This is in January. I'm going to bring you in. Jared, remember Maurice. Yeah. Now, he just hired someone, and you know this person. He's going to talk to you a little bit about that hire and how excited he is to get Aaron Rodgers and win 3 Super Bowls in a row. I lied off that.
Let me see. I don't remember this.
I remember this.
Should I join first? Should I be a Cowboys fan? Bro, we have Nathan. What's his name? I remember half.
Nathaniel Hack.
Nathaniel ass. Nigga ass, bro. He's another Adam Gates. Like straight up. He's another Adam Gates. Like honest to God.
Is that true? Is that true, Maurice? Is he another Adam Gates right now? Is his offense cooking?
You know, as the time went on, I grew more favorable of him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. But I couldn't really get that in real action because I only got 5 seconds or 5 minutes with him with Aaron Rodgers. So
you can see that shit was good enough.
So, but I did throughout from that point on, I did grow more favorable of him.
And Jared, this one's for you, Jared.
Chiefs, Eagles. I know something's gonna happen for sure.
Please no.
We called Super Bowl long ago.
Chiefs face the Eagles. I gotta get y'all on this podcast so y'all can discuss how life is bad right
now. Chiefs, Eagles. Let's get that Super Bowl so we can get some good storylines here, man. We need something good. We need everybody to get ready for this. I'm a root for the Eagles because I like when they troll the Cowboys, but I see the plot. The plot is there. Patrick, we will bow down to you. You are the new main character of the NFL. Yeah, you got all the plot. And Jared, bow down because you're gonna feel it the most. Patrick, We knew you were the main character, and I told you he'd be the main character. Jared, you better buckle up.
It's gonna be for a minute, dog.
Hey, show him that pen again.
It's gonna
show him that pen again.
Jared, but I told you, boy, you better buckle up. Boy. He kept. I'm telling you.
I got you, bro. I got you. I got one too,
buckle
dog.
up.
Here,
That's why I told you get this pen, boy. That man sitting in your division. That sound like hell to me, boy. Ain't no way. Let me see. What is this one? Hard's I ever laughed on a podcast.
Who was that? 2019? That's when freaking Harrison.
Oh, it's Harrison.
So
Harrison made me laugh.
He was rushing, and he was the only thing he had in Cleveland. And then we told him, pass the ball.
That's fucked up. Oh my god.
Yeah. 49ers beat them.
He's still laughing.
That was crazy.
But look, this when Harrison told me, he was so excited because he a Browns fan. That you don't know he ain't got no plot. That was like, bro, you know Nick Chubb lead the league in rushing. That's all he had because his team. I was like, no, nigga, Derrick Henry passed him up. That his face, that was the funniest shit I ever seen, bro. His face, but all he had was taken away from him. That's the funniest shit ever, bro. I love dumb shit like that. All right, let's go here.
Where my clip at?
We just trying to tank. That's what it is. It's a tank job. It's amazing way to start. Man, we ain't giving this nigga Aaron Rodgers. I saw a Photoshop of Aaron Rodgers. So I saw a Photoshop of Deshaun Watson. And guess what happened to him?
I have this clip. 2 months ago, we had all these people on here for the AFC Championship, and I was like, the Jets are getting Aaron Rodgers. Brees like, they're not getting Aaron Rodgers. But see, look.
I said that?
I'm ass.
Damn.
Yeah, I know the plot. Y'all need to stop. I told you, look, Jake, I told you, boy. You see how I call this shit I'm calling?
I do.
I know the plot. I'm gonna have to throw in a basketball one just for Jared. Jared, I gotta give you happy times. I'm gonna give you something happy, Jared.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Oh, we loud.
Oh, there we go.
I'm happy again.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Jared.
Oh shit.
You are an NBA champion. The Denver Nuggets have plots. Oh my goodness, everybody. Hey, look, Austin, you got your shot. You know, Maurice, give it a clap. You ain't never seen that.
I'm still clapping
I
up.
have not seen no one in my friend group see success.
Bro, look, Jared, you're the only person I've seen be successful, boy. Good, congratulations, boy. I had to give you the Patrick Mahomes bad plot, but look, you got yourself an NBA championship, and that freaking confetti was like everywhere for the longest time. That confetti is like, there was so much confetti that some of it actually moved in with me. I don't know how, but I saw some confetti in this apartment and my moved. That's how you know that. But look, that was all for you, Jared.
Thank you.
I gotta get updated. The last couple I gotta get updated. Let's see. Oh, that man Maurice can process information. I gotta wait sure before. I'm gonna get to Maurice before. Actually, no, let me get to this one too because I see his nigga Maurice. Look, Jake, we do a lot of these videos with Maurice. We do videos of like trivia, and Maurice is like Chris Paul level plot. He be choking all the time, so we'll give you a couple of those. It's tied though. We got a game on our hands. All right, Maurice, were you fumbling?
Why you say that shit?
Player with the highest winning percentage. Just think of successful winning.
I'm gonna
players,
say, I don't know, Michael Jordan.
He not on there.
I don't know who it is. He first came in.
I think I know it.
Oh, what stupid! You said what? I'm about to hit
Maurice's guy.
I'm a stupid bitch, bro. Oh my god, are you serious, Joe? I need you to get this shit right.
I like to think of a great player that won, and like all I can think of is Will Chamberlain.
That's
Jared, how you feeling, bro?
It is Mr. Irvin Johnson Jr.
It is
Magic.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. Looking back on that shit, I still got that shit wrong because that wasn't the person I was thinking of. That was not the person I was thinking of.
We got my process information.
Who's the oldest place to get a triple double? How you feeling?
I know that.
Use a lifeline or
let's just go ahead and use the search.
But okay, can I guess I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Can you see my hand?
Yeah,
wait. Hold on.
Google up. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Set, type, go.
I am.
He lagged.
Oh man.
It is all right. We would have been wrong. It's a good thing we did that shit. Let's go with C.
But look, that man had a lag. I said go. It took till the 12th second for him.
Wait, for real?
He said, "I am."
That man did not process. That man had that Bryce Young process.
I definitely win when you said go.
That man stopped. That man John already had doubt, and that man stopped the time. That's great. I love that man fumble all the time in this. That is amazing. Before we get to Maurice's only good moment, I got I put this on TikTok. They were defending me on TikTok because you were getting on my for freezing this shit, and them were like, "Bro, why are you pissed at him? He can't control his Wi-Fi." I was like, "Yeah, man, Reese always on."
Jared Goff still
Jared Goff is available. Look at you. That's
I
smart.
always wait till last minute to get Kirk, but I guess somebody wanted him earlier this year.
What happened?
Did he freeze?
Yeah, he definitely froze. Yeah, he's going, though. No, it's not. It's on him. It's on him, dog. It's on him. It is. The host.
The robot. He's a robot. It overloaded. Too much information.
Damn, this nigga going.
Keep going.
Jesse. I still got 7 seconds.
He back? Is he back?
I got boot out my own thing. That's hilarious.
Come on, bro. Get your shit together.
Pick that good and frozen.
Boy, I went to the shadow run. Boy, what the heck just happened?
But that man Maurice was cooking me, boy. Like, but give me a chance.
I said, get your shit together. That's it.
My Wi-Fi just exploded. All right, Jake, you're gonna see Maurice's. This is like a Jekyll and Hyde. You're gonna see Maurice's best moment and Maurice's worst moment back to back, and it's beautiful.
I think I showed him
same game.
We'll fucking win this game.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, move. Chill out. Oh my gosh.
No way. No way! No way! No way!
No way!
That's why you find him. Oh, it's a Hard Knocks boy. That's the guy from Hard Knocks.
That man Maurice never been happy in his life.
I said one win. I did say that.
You got your 1 win.
Like I said, one win.
They read the script perfectly.
I was so pissed at that.
Why?
Oh yeah, Josh Allen was them. Oh, because I helped him as well. That's
yeah.
Oh my god, that's.
And this is the good moment, and then I put the bad moment. This the second
Why
most
you do
views
the
show I
bad?
got.
Why you do the bad moment last? Damn.
I know because I don't know. It's good. This good. This is.
Aaron Rodgers went down. What's happening?
What's going on?
Man, turn this shit off, nigga. Can I have it? Let me have it, nigga.
What's going on?
That nigga sat down. He was like, "Fuck, nigga, my body hurt."
He just sat down.
Oh man.
But look. Ain't no way, bro. I'm sorry. Your fly is not. We not doing this script right now.
Nigga.
There's no script. We ain't doing no scripts like this, boy. We ain't writing no script like this.
First
No,
day,
but look,
nigga.
if this happened in the first 5 minutes, you gotta know your fly. It's the legend of Zach Wilson.
Hey,
That's
y'all.
the MILF Hunter coming out to save the day.
Mauricio Jesse Jungle Jams.
Gotta
It's been real, dog.
No, wait.
Boy, that's.
I gotta
love
head
that
out,
shit.
bro.
And Jared, this one for you, but last one. This one for you, my man.
Hail Mary! Oh my gosh, he caught it! Oh,
Let me see.
oh my gosh, he got it! Oh my god!
Come with. I told you, y'all see it before.
Hail Mary!
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see.
All right, 2-point conversion attempt. Russell Wilson steps back to throw. Moderate pressure. Incomplete.
Let me see. Is you for real?
No flag on the play.
Okay. Let me
The
see.
game is over.
Damn. Yeah.
They did all of that just to lose.
Damn.
I'd rather it be complete.
And the defender doing that little dance like he locked him down.
Locked up.
Bro, come on, bro. The NFL, y'all got to get together and fix this. We need more entertainment.
That's
we
hilarious.
don't care about. Well, let me not say that.
The funny thing, if you look at all that, there's more bad than good. But Jared, you got your good in terms of like bad things happening to these people. But Jared, you got that good Nuggets one, and Maurice, you got the September 11th, the Jets won they one game they needed. There you go. so that's the plot y'all got.
What y'all naming that game?
Yeah, you should name it. You should name that game. That should be something. That has to be something. That's 22 years after. If it was 20 years after 9/11, that would be like just amazing script writing. But that's 22 years after.
Nah, we had a game that was 10 years after it. I heard that was like really good. There was one, but I remember.
Wait, those are the shorts, Jared. Hey, your shorts are hilarious, and I know, like I said, you ain't get this pen, so I'm probably be clipping more of them shorts just for the fact you ain't take this pen. Maurice, I'm definitely gonna be clipping you because you say a lot of clippable things. One thing we didn't show was the one where the Jets fans
what?
The ones where they were roasting you. That was one.
I thought it was a different one. The one with Aaron.
Which one you thought I was thinking?
One that you sent Aaron was like Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks, you don't remember? I was saying crazy shit with EDP, bro. Come on.
Oh,
that shit.
Oh well, yeah. I mean that's just in the comment section. That's hilarious. But yeah. Hey, so I'm definitely gonna be clipping Maurice more because Jets fans will jump at him, and obviously Maurice's team's funny. Jake, I don't know if we'll see. You ain't got no fan base, so I can't clip you as much, right? But I'll find a way.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
You know, Jake, you gotta declare a team, bro. Like we all suffer.
Yeah.
I'm
we
good.
all suffer internally.
How about the Falcons?
You gotta declare your team.
That's
now.
the worst team I could choose.
That man Austin was supposed to be a Falcons fan. He denounced him. He said I can't do that because that man that's an easy. That's freaking clipping galore.
They had a canon event. You know, the 28-3. Like
they wrote
you
that.
Gotta have one. So. But you say the Patriots? That's your team?
Ex-Patriots, yeah. I have half of my closet is like Patriots merch, so it's just kind of annoying.
Did you have an event? Like why you stopped rocking with the Patriots?
Tom left, and I just kind of lost interest. So I didn't become like a Bucks fan. But it was mostly like, I was just rooting for Tom to win and whatnot.
Yeah, because Jared would have hated you, man.
So a Patriots fan sounds good.
Yeah,
Jared, that man John said, "Yeah, Patriots, man." That just not Patriots. And yeah, Mauricio, John, we'll get the clipping as well, man. I'm clipping. It's all about the clips. This is the 50th episode. We had a decent amount of clips and 50 more clips coming up. By the time the next 50 episode come out, we'll know the next Super Bowl winner. We'll have the NBA Finals probably figured out, and 100 more clips to go. So hey, y'all stay tuned. Hey, thank all of y'all for joining the 50th episode. Shout out to the biggest supporter, Jungle Jams. Put him down there in the banner. Shout out to Jake for coming on here for the first time. Did you like it? Did you like it? Was it good?
I had a good time. This is fun. Appreciate it.
Yes,
I'd love to do this again.
Hey, we do this weekly. So, hey, because the NFL always get funny. Every week something funny happens. Our team's got no plot. Says our team ain't got no plot. Something funny is bound to happen. Jared, I'm looking at you the most.
That's where basketball comes. Basketball, I think basketball funnier. Basketball funnier though.
Well, Maurice, you a Knicks fan, so we definitely gonna be laughing.
Basketball is better for me.
It is better for you. Yeah. I can't laugh at. We can't laugh at Jared. I almost thought I could, but I couldn't. You did good, Jared. You did good. But we in football right now, so I'm laughing. But hey,
look to see you.
Shout out to everyone coming on here. Thank you guys. Anybody here, the subscribers, thank you for supporting. It's a road to 1,000. Hopefully by the next 50 episodes, we get to 1,000 and this monetization come in because that's going to be a bomber. But hey, for more content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch all of you guys on the next video. We are out of here. Peace.